I am so glad to be able to read a Christmas story to you. The one that I've picked is one of my favorites. The story of the three wise kings. Of course, in some ways, I love them all. But this one especially, I think, is dear. I love the illustrator, too. Let's see what he brings to the story. Can you see that cover right there? The beautiful colors he uses. Already you can tell this is going to be fun to read. He takes the story right from the Bible. He sort of uses his own words to tell the story. The story of the three wise kings. Long ago in the East, in lands far from one another, there lived three kings. Melchior of Arabia, Gaspar of Tarsus, and Balthazar of Saba. See what the illustrator's done? He's put them all on the same page, but he imagines them to be in their own kingdoms, in their own lands. He's brought them all together so we can see them in one place. These wise men studied the stars. Each night, they looked at the sky and wrote down where the stars were, where they had come from, and where they were going. Can you see that? There's Melchior. He's observing what's going on in the sky. Here's Gaspar. He's writing something down. We can't tell exactly what, but I'll bet it's something he saw in the sky. Then over here, look, Balthazar. He's got almost a little kind of magnifying glass that he's using to look up at the sky to make the stars bigger, brighter, so we could see them better. One night, a star they had never seen before appeared in the sky. Each of the kings consulted his books and found that this new star was the sign that a great king was about to be born. I love this page. When they see the new star they had never seen before, look at it. Look how beautiful the artist has drawn it. It's red, it's bright, it's big. And then look, these tails. Red stardust is following the star. I love that. I love that part. So each king, in his own country, in his own land, not knowing about the other kings, set out to follow the star, to find the child king, and to honor him. And each carried with him a gift. Melchior took gold. Gaspar took frankincense. Frankincense is what we put on charcoal at the church when we have incense, frankincense. And Balthazar took myrrh. There's that star again. Big, bright, beautiful red star with the stardust that's following it too. After many days and nights, the three wise kings met. They had found that they were all following the same star, and so they continued their journey together. There they are, the three of them. They started off in different lands, in different countries, but at this one place they came together, and when they shared their stories, they realized we're all going the same way. Balthazar, he wants to make sure that we don't miss the big, beautiful red star with the stardust following it. See him pointing at it right there? But as they came near to Jerusalem, they lost sight of the star, and they did not know which way to go. One of them said, "Let's ask at the palace of King Herod. Surely Herod will know of the birth of another great king." Notice in this picture, 3 kings are there. The great city is there. But what's missing? The big bright red star with the red stardust tails. That's why they're lost. They lost sight of the star. When they arrived at the palace, they asked, "Where is he to be born King of the Jews? We have seen his star in the east, and we've come to honor him." There are our travelers, the 3 kings. Oh, and here's King Herod. King Herod looking down on them, being served by others. King Herod, already I don't have a very good feeling about him. Now, Herod, who was an evil man, was disturbed when he heard this. He wished to be the only king in that land. He went to his chief priests and to his learned men, and he asked them where this child would be born. There he is asking his question. There are his advisors right there. They answered together, "It has been written, he'd be born at Bethlehem in Judah." Herod sent for the 3 kings. "Go to Bethlehem and find out all about the child king," he said. "And when you found him, come back and tell me, so that I may worship him too." Something doesn't sound right about that. The 3 kings, they set out for Bethlehem. They had a direction now. They knew which way to go. They set out for Bethlehem, not knowing that Herod, deep down inside, wanted to do away with the child king. Oh, and as they started out, look down here. Here they are, leaving the palace. And there's the bright, red, beautiful star with the stardust tails. They see it, and they know where to go. The 3 kings followed the star until it stopped over the place where the child was born. Like a flame of fire, that star pointed out God, the King of Kings. It had its job to do too, and it did it well. It led those kings right to the place where Jesus was born. The 3 kings going into the place, they saw the child with his mother, and falling down on their knees, they honored him and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasures and offered the gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. I love this peaceful setting here of Mary, the Mother of God. Mary, the mother of the baby Jesus, the Son of God. That night, as the 3 kings, here they are, 1, 2, 3, as the 3 kings slept, they were warned in a dream not to go back to Herod because he wished to destroy the child. The kings sleep, and God sends a messenger, an angel, in their dreams to warn them. And the kings take heed, because the next day when they got up, they packed their things, and to keep Herod from finding the child, each of them went home to their country by another way. So wonderful. Kings, even from other lands, came to honor and love and worship the baby Jesus. And they kept that wonderful experience quiet deep down in their hearts, not even sharing it with Herod, that they now knew because of their dream really did not mean well for the baby Jesus. The story of the three wise kings.